Phoenix, right? And last time we thought we lost, but then what was her name? Adrian finally presented a card to court.
Well, she didn't present it to court.
Well, to us in Edgeworth anyway. South in Edgeworth anyway. And that's when Edgeworth just kind of snapped. I don't know what happened. But he just like freaked out because she didn't give him the card. Like, what? How is that card with a conch on it? It's just a card with a conch on it. Why is that so important? But as she was talking to us, it has finally been confirmed. It is a calling card. It is a calling card. Okay, didn't hear me. They can hear me, I get it. But yes, it's been confirmed. It is a calling card. And it actually caught me by surprise, to be honest. And I'm quite intrigued on what's about to happen next. So, whenever you're done sharing it, Sheldon,
Yep,
take
give
it
me
away.
just a minute. Okay. Okay. March 22nd, 5:24 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Are you gonna?
It was too loud. I didn't think they would hear me.
Ah.
Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya.
There, Pearls.
You can't take it anymore.
Look, it'll be all right. Everything may still work out.
Huh?
The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Ungard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going.
You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Death Mother says hello.
Hello.
Yes, that's right. So, Hey, you guys, glad I caught you, pal.
Mr. Scruffy Detective? Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearls' book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. Sora's here and says, I forgot my drink.
Oh no.
That's no good. Quick, go get your drink.
You want to grab it real quick?
So what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? I don't want to move, Sora.
Ah.
Okay.
Well, it's not my fault you're going to be thirsty in the next 10 minutes or whatever.
Everything's pretty heavy.
There.
You'll be searching for things that'll prove Mr. Unguard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let Mr. Scrubby take care of things.
Sora says, I'm hungry.
Already?
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself.
You said that? That's terrible. That's horrible.
It's 9:30. You can't eat.
That's not too bad. At least it's not 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right? But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No, I mean almost need to frame Mr. Unguard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. Just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick.
I can. It's why I'm hungry, because dinner was 3 hours and 30 minutes ago. It's been 3.5 hours since he ate. So of course he's hungry.
Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning?
Right, I totally forgot about that.
Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you gonna visit her, pal? No. Well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal.
No. No. No, that's a bad idea, Pearl. Whipping hurts. Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick. What? No.
Now I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Haughty Clinic.
Oh, not that name again.
That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi.
Not that place again.
March 22nd, Detention Center. Visitor's Room. From what the guard told me, it sounds like along with Mr. Ungard, Miss Andrews is also being detained here.
Then we should talk with them since we're here.
Yeah, but both of them are still in questioning.
We don't have time to waste.
Yeah, visiting hours are almost over. March 22nd, Police Station. Criminal Affairs Department.
So everybody looks really busy with something or another.
They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass that victims list around. You gotta be kidding. There's over 100 people on here.
Mr. Nick? Is Mr. On guard that really big and bad of a criminal?
Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Very well. Now, why do you want to work for our company? Well, that would have to be because I feel I would like to help this company grow. He must be doing image training for corporate interviews. No clues here. Okay. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Prosecutor Von Karn was shot in front of the courthouse. Who did it? Who shot her? I have a sneaking suspicion that even Gumshoe could do this guy's job.
Oh, duh. Oh, it's kind of cute. It's really creepy when it's an animatronic. Don't look at the front entrance.
Right.
Don't look at the one in the front entrance. Nick, Mr. Nick, what is this stuffed animal's name?
That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's this precinct's mascot, you know.
Oh, wow.
I'll get him a signed mascot of every police station if it's the last thing I do.
I'll be 60 mission, sir.
A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. March 22nd, Gaywater Hotel, hotel lobby.
All right now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We asked it, for Mystic Maya's sake.
So at one point, I was sure the detective was just writing books about policemen. Oh, you mean the guy on the left? I'm guessing that's... You shall not pass! Yep. Miss Oldbag!
Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gasp, you spiky-headed pettifogger! Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although, I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. Something much more valuable I want Edgy Poo's heart. It's all your fault. You've wakened the wild beast inside this old bag. Ah!
Sam, this old bag.
Keep your hands off me! This helmet is airtight. No air gets in, and no air gets out. Then why do you keep putting it on? Oh god, no. Fishbowl lady. I hate her.
Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by.
I'm not hearing this.
Pew, 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 pew.
Ha! You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper.
Ugh. Looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien.
Pew, 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 pew.
Ha! You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper.
Okay,
So I think we need to present something to her. Probably. I don't know.
don't we always?
Yeah, well, we can't get past her, so let's go to the hottie clinic, I guess.
We don't really have much of a choice now. I hate this place.
March 22nd, hottie clinic, reception. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place.
Yes. Are you here to visit a patient?
I knew I wanted
Hi.
to
Wait a second. You're...
Yes. I'm Director Hottie.
Why are you still here?
Yes. What is it? Can I help you? You can tell me? Yes.
Director Hottie. Oh. Edgeworth.
Yes. I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes. What is it? Uh-huh.
Director, Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma? What a hottie.
You don't need to worry. Yes. She's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes. In that thing, that surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret.
She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes. Her opponent was a gun after all. Uh-huh. And when I snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud. Yes.
I see.
But she's really cute too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Uh-huh. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes. But I think I could get used to it. Ah!
I think she's fine. Go back to your room.
You're so mean. Uh-huh. So mean, my frisky Friska. But now to... Ah! Okay. Yes. It's time for my IV drops. Yes.
And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I knew I shouldn't have come here.
I was shot in front of the courthouse. It's in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time.
I've been shot in my leg, and my cheek, and my ear, and my forehead, and my shoulder, and my knee.
Okay, but within her forehead, she'd be dead.
I was wondering if you're going to catch that.
I even had full attention of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know.
Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He's so unyielding. What does that mean?
Doesn't give up.
So unyielding. One has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case.
It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you in that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to.
Uh-huh.
Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean. You are what annoying.
In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Ungard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today.
I don't know what you're talking about. You ain't proved that ain't such a deal.
You're denying it?
It looks like you're lucky. You were lucky, Mr. Phoenix, right? If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over.
All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime?
That isn't my problem. Whether she had tempered with the evidence or not. Oh my god. You knew?
Of course she did.
I have only one objective. To find Ungard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means. Mr. Phoenix, right? The end justifies the means.
Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Ungard will be found guilty.
And what does that have to do with anything?
Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end.
It still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all.
But you had to know she was... Ow!
You're gonna whip an eye out if you keep doing that.
Right? But then we get a cool eye patch.
Ooh, like Thor.
Yeah.
Okay. I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me. What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I'm putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural.
I guess that's kind of fair.
By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Do you have any idea what you've stupidly yet inadvertently done? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. That card. What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelley the Killer. And just as his name states, he's a killer, an assassin. The best at that. Shelley the Killer.
Oh, like Shelly O'Brien? Maybe his name is Sheldon. Maybe Shelly's just a nickname. Remember Shelly O'Brien from Jumanji? And his real name was Sheldon?
Yes.
He could just...
Shelley.
That could just be his nickname, though.
But that's why card looks like that.
Yeah, I get that.
Also, he's Shelley the Killer.
Oh, like Shirley the killer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the pun is he's surely the killer. He's Shelley the killer. An assassin. Picture card added to the court record. Was placed next to the victim at the time of the murder. Miss Andrews was carrying it.
This might come in handy. We get
So-
some more info about the killer.
So who is this Shelley the killer? The killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Long-standing.
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the killer name. So because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. That would be called a calling card.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it's a part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. So he's a killer, he's an assassin, and he leaves the card so that everyone knows who killed him, so that the person who hired him knows he killed them, and so that the cops find it and go, oh, okay, well, we know who killed him. It was Shelley the killer. I guess we got to find him. And that way, their client doesn't get in trouble. Because he left the card, so no one's gonna...
I see.
Yeah. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelley the killer, huh? I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Yeah, we've got a guy who says his name is the killer, and he kidnapped Maya, and told us to make sure that Matt gets off.
Maybe Matt's the one who hired him.
To kill his rival?
I mean, I don't know.
Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does a kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I'll prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edwards is gonna do.
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. Yes, we do.
The card?
The guy on the walkie-talkie said his name is the killer. And we saw what he looks like. How is that not a lead, Phoenix?
Yeah, but they don't have any idea where he is.
No, but that's still something. So if they've got like, oh, we know that the killer is in one of these, warehouses. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something. Juan Carreta was killed by Shelley the killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt on guard. Your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. Can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you'll need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley the killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Letter of introduction from Edgeworth allows Bear to freely investigate the crime scene. In any case, I must
Great.
attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Nick? Do Do you think Mr. Ungard hired an assassin?
No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock. Yeah, but we asked him, did you kill Juan? And he said, no, dude. If he hired Shelley to kill her, then technically, no, he didn't kill her.
But why would he do that? He said he doesn't really... I feel like that, knowing Matt, I feel like he's more, like, into, like, what he's doing and his script and his show more than anything else. And, like, checks in on his rival every now and then and be like, oh yeah, I have a rival. And he makes it good.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't think he focuses on Juan very much. Well, Juan is like the total opposite. For he's like, yeah, playing with my teddy bears, but I also want to defeat this dude no matter what.
even if it means revealing an important secret about Matt on guard. Whoa, you got a secret that's going to ruin my career? All right, kill him.
I kind of forgot about
You
that.
can't let that secret get out.
Yeah. Sora says, I'll be right back. Okay. You're getting a drink, I'm guessing? I'm going to get a drink, too. I'm guessing.
Can I have my donut?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Because I'm hungry.
I asked Mom what's for breakfast, and she said, how about beach pea? And I went, ask Kat. And she goes, what? I'm like, ask Kat. Kat never gets to pick breakfast. Then it was a little bit later, and she says powdered donuts. Okay. Powdered donuts it is. There.
Yeah, I guess not.
You guess not what? Oh. I'm like, what don't you guess? Maya. Please, all I ask is you make it home, safe and sound. Are we gonna switch to Maya now? Date now. Time. I don't know. Location.
I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though she said he was an assassin, I bet he's making that up. It's like how Nick does with in court. Like how Nick does with in court. Everything. How Nick does with everything in court.
How are you skipping over the biggest word in that sentence?
Let's try the card. Let's try the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like you got a door open. Okay, time to take a look around. I like how we're doing this every now and then. There's all sorts of things that pile up here. We're in the basement. So it's too dark to see. There's a light right there. Okay. I've unlocked the door with this key card. I should probably go and take a look around.
Okay.
So I'm guessing move.
Leave the room. Date, wow. Time, location.
What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
What?
Hmm?
What did you say?
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
We were in Kansas?
No.
Are those videos over there? Oh, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them success and maybe get out of here. That's not a bad idea. So I've never seen a TV this big before. Now where's the power button? So busted. I would so die a happy samurai fan if I got to see the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this. Zach, I can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered. So what is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR. There are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is it? But what is an antenna doing here? Oh hey, it's a computer. I never really used one before. I would doubt they would have them in Korean Village.
Right.
I have no idea where the power switch is on this thing. Yeah. There goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. So are you gonna email Nick somehow?
Yeah.
Locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier. Then maybe I'd be able to crawl through it. Through there.
Curse my love of hamburgers.
That's weird. What could be your aim doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear? Oh, how cute. It's just, but I got a lot of, but it's got a lot of cuts and silts on it.
Slits.
What's a slit?
Like a cut.
Cut and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something.
Where'd Sora go? I don't want him to miss it, whatever it is.
Can I have another bite?
Mm-hmm.
We're both having snack time in the middle of our...
Oh yeah. Definitely. Snacks are important.
Let's see. It's so dark in here that I can barely see, but these kind of feel like videotapes. All of them. What kind of room is this? Oh, did you check the photo? There's a framed picture sitting on the coffee table. On this coffee table. Wait, is that it? That looks like Celeste.
It does.
It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. It looks like there's something written here. Let's see. I think it says, with love, Celeste. It is.
What? Why does the killer have a picture of Celeste that says with love?
I don't know, maybe I don't like his girlfriend or something.
Well, she's not anymore.
Well, not anymore, obviously, but maybe she was. I bet this could be a clue.
Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will.
Ah!
It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
Wait, you mean...
Dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes, correct?
Dad?
I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin.
No way. You're right. I mean, assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be.
Nah!
Dun 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 dun. March 22nd, 7:04 p.m. Hottie Clinic. Reception.
Mr. Nick?
Oh, yes, Pearls? Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation. Sorry, I was playing as Maya for a second there.
Mr. Edwards has left, you know.
I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Ungard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay. I was gonna say, let's check in here first.
March 22nd, Detention Center, Visitors Room. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Oh.
Ugh. I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Madame Guard. Here you are.
What did you write? Is it something really important? Probably not now that you said that.
Right? It's gonna be like, Mr. Lawyer, dude, can you, like, get me a cheeseburger?
What's it with you and your obsession to giving that personality to everyone?
He's a surfer. Which means he's from California, and Californians love their burgers. Plus, Maya, I didn't give her that personality. They gave her that personality. I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say.
So, Mr. Lawyer Dude, I got something really important to tell you.
Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden?
Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shoe.
Shoe?
I think there's a crumb in my armpit.
I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shoe for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright?
That's what I thought. This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed the cat. Okay. I'm sure poor Shoe's stomach is growling by now.
Yeah, I guess. Why would he have us do it?
Because we're the only ones that can.
How are we the only ones that can?
Well, Matt's in jail. John's dead. Adrian is probably in questioning by now. And Wendy, who's gonna listen to? Who's she gonna listen to? She listens to no one. I suppose Dick Gumshoe, but he doesn't really know him. So we're the only ones that he actually really knows. And who are, like, free at the moment.
You could ask a cop to do it.
Why would a cop do it?
Because if they don't, that's considered animal abuse and negligence.
And that's legal.
Do you say that's legal or that's illegal?
Illegal.
Yes, exactly. It's illegal. So if he shows, remorse for his cat and is like, can you take care of my cat? They're not going to say no. I smacked a bug and then my hand was all dirty. That's what took you so long? I was going to say, I thought you were just going to get a drink or something. Matt's note jammed into a pocket. Please feed my cat Shoe. My house is just a little ways down from the hotel. A client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat.
Probably like a ginger cat or something.
You think so?
I don't know.
March 22nd, Ungard Mansion. Living room. Sure is dark.
I'll go turn on a light.
Well, welcome back, Sora. What? Wow. So this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Nick, let's find Shoe, the kitty cat.
I got a drink, got a wash, changed into my jammies, complained to my mom, brushed my teeth, and smacked a bug. It better have been that stupid mosquito.
Shoe! Aww. They have some pretty cute drawings in this.
Right? So I guess this is Shoe.
What a lovely cat. Hello, Shoe. That is cute.
The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me. May I help you with something, Mr... Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Ungard's lawyer. The master's... Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. It's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you. John Doe is if the police find a body and they have no idea who they are, they call him John Doe. John Doe is basically, we don't know his actual name. Shoo! Hey, Missile, want to meet a friend?
Did he forget he had a butler?
Yeah, why would he tell us to feed the cat if he's got a butler? You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Ungard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were.
Butter-like.
He's a butter. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself or his affairs. You know, I would have thought Mr. Ungard the kind to have a maid over a butler. Shoo! That's a very cute cat you got here. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shoo. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat and its affairs. Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Matt's note crumpled into a ball and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished. A master of law. But there are also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Too cute. Then again, I got 2 real-life cuties probably chasing around each other like wackadoos right now. Barnett is the pretty cutie, and Dallas is the dopey cutie. He is dopey. He's dope. But he's cute. And his paws are non-existent. Can I just say that? He doesn't have any paws.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here.
That's actually a fireplace.
How are they different, Nick?
You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it.
You should come and visit the Fey Manor and then I'll show you one when you do.
I just noticed.
What? There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door. Mr. Nick. Oh, is that the key door?
I bet it's for Mr. Ungard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean Shoo?
The door. It's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it.
Oh, yeah. Ah, there's a mat here.
Koi what? What? I noticed that cat door. Yeah. That one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. The ones next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo-Old Tokyo.
Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick. She was my client once. She was my client one time.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid.
Also, we're not going to address the giant bike in the room?
Huh? What giant bike in the... Oh my god, there's a motorcycle there. There's another door over there.
You shouldn't go wandering off over there, Mr. Nick.
Yes, Pearls. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around. It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? Ugh. What is with me and feeling inferior today?
Are we not going to address the giant motorcycle in the
I'm
room?
leaving it for last. There we go.
That giant bicycle is flying through the air. Seems to me like it's hanging.
That's, are we not going to address the elephant in the room on a whole new level, right?
Yes, that's what I was going for.
That bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal, and it moves on its own.
Really? Wow.
But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly.
That's too bad. Well, I mean, it can if you get enough speed.
No, then it's just, it can't fly.
Present.
Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at...
What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of...
Edgy Poo! Ugh. Is that her perfume, Pheromone d'Amour, I smell? Ugh. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand? Letter of introduction given to Miss Oldbag. I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook.
Okay. That was perfect timing. Because it sounded like she slammed the door.
Right?
That was perfect timing. It looks like she has a strong feeling for Mr. Edgeworth. Let's not talk about it.
That may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it.
That's not me, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told in chairs. Told in chairs.
Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew.
Ah! What? What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Ungard's room today.
Why?
The police's main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer.
So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag.
I know where Maya is. It's the stage they were going to use for the post-ceremony stage show.
See, also, we kind of both figured it out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's, apparently it's Ungard's house.
Right? After the show, there was supposed to be a press conference, but...
But that press conference...
It was really the victim, Juan Carita, trying to disclose something about Mr. Ungard.
But they're both heroes. Why would they do something so unheroic?
They may look like heroes on the outside, but on the inside, they're only human. Sorry to burst your bubble there. The lobby with the grand staircase always feels enormous. But right now, the only thing filling this enormous room is anxiety about the murder. I really hope nothing else bad happens here. These cameras must belong to the press that came to cover the conference. They're all basically doing the same thing, staring at the empty stage. Seats for the spectators of the post-ceremony show and press conference. But it's too bad neither event is going to be held now. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like we're the only ones here.
Damn, the hotel seems so busy somehow.
Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. This sure is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of gaudy with how it blends together everything fancy imaginable. Speaking of fancy, didn't that bellboy give me something like that last year? There's a grand set of doors over there. It's the doors Maya followed the bellboy out of, only to disappear. Bless you. If only we had all gone together.
I didn't sneeze. I want to eat a meal with Mystic Maya again.
Yeah, me too.
Whenever I watch Mystic Maya eat like she does,
I wonder how she unhinges her jaw to fit a whole hamburger in there at once.
things they heavy about eating. Then they can eat a lot.
Well then, how about after we wrap up this case, we all go out for a huge 20-course feast?
Okay, let's really work hard then.
Is there anything else in the room? Oh, yep. The award ceremony was held on that stage. It was really fabulous.
You just remind me of circus for a second. I wonder if everyone's okay.
I heard that the Very Big Circus just recently started holding performances again. I'm sure they're all fine, Pearls. Fabulous. They haven't cleaned up all the food yet. There's a sad feeling hanging in the air now that the party is over. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, hallway. Hey, Sadie boy. Lotta, you're still here. Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen.
But, do you have a camera?
Wreck given. A photographer's gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. Imagine that.
The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either.
I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah. Can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about Ungard shoving his manager lady onto Karita? Yeah. Well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind.
Whatever came to mind?
Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldooders. Hey, what's with you? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, and why do you look like you suddenly got older, too? Or am I just shrinking here? Oh, my baby! My $1,600 baby! What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't you? So put in a few good words for me and get me back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you too, there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
Don't be picky about your food now.
Okay.
And make sure you do all your homework, you hear?
Okay.
And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me. Yep. Would you please just leave already?
Oh, yeah.
And if you find a camera, then go! Like, I could imagine she's like, alright, you take care of yourself. Stick together out there, you hear? Yep. Alright, and you, little one, make sure to stay out of trouble. Okay. Oh, make sure to eat all your greens. Oh, make sure you do your homework.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and if you find a camera,
Go!
bring it to... Like, just, she, like, takes, like, 3 steps and then stops and goes, oh, hey, actually. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous.
As she walks out of the room.
Right? Let's see. Record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. I can understand flowers in front of the dressing rooms. But what are stuffed bears doing here? Could it be that there's an action star with a soft spot for teddy bears? Nah, can't be. To Mr. Ungard from the Global Studio staff. It'd be nice if Lori's got flowers too. Something like, to Mr. Wright from all your grateful clients. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Matt Ungard's room.
The old lady told us about this, didn't she? That we can't go in this room tonight.
I wonder if an investigation briefing is going on right now inside. About Detective Gumshoe. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Juan Carita's room. Wonder what exactly happened in the room behind this door. Even now, no one really has any idea. There are toilets in each room in this hotel, but since all sorts of events are held here, there are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. Perfect for people like me who can't afford to stay here in the first place. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Carita's hotel room. I have no idea.
Neither do I. I doubt we're gonna make the same sound.
Probably not, but that'll make more entertaining.
Mr. Nick?
What is that otherworldly ghastly moaning? Ooh.
Tahiti will go,
I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon?
Excuse me, watch who you're calling a demon, brat.
Yeah.
Zoinks! It's the alien! You got that reference? Zoinks! It's the alien!
Who are you calling an alien?
Pew 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 pew.
Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What's she doing here? She's moaning.
I would have just laughed at the zoinks alone.
Zoinks! It's totally an alien man. Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here?
What is wrong with the youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to my poor Juan, and you're disturbing me.
Please talk to me about the night of the murder, just one more time.
I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer in her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face.
Just that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it.
Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that.
Oh, alright.
Now I've seen everything.
But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night.
I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corrida.
He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts, in my book.
I hear that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Ungard. For some reason, it sent me back to Phoenix Wright live stream 8. What did? YouTube?
Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know.
I like that face. I want to see the... Yeah.
But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents.
YouTube sent you back to the 8th Phoenix Wright stream? The stream just stopped and started playing that? That is weird. YouTube is weird and messed up.
All I see are teddy bears.
It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him.
Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Nick,
What is it, Pearls?
the presents. They're all bears, right?
She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Corrida's presents from his fans seem to be bears.
Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears.
Bears? Why bears?
So the stream is working again, right, Sora?
You don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. You might even say he fought barehanded. Wait, no, that sounds exactly the same. Never mind. He refused to give in and let the bear win. But after the fight, they became friends.
Yes, it was on your end? Okay.
Oh, I want to hear one more story.
Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out, down by a river going, You sure can fight. You too, Bob. You too.
Did all that really happen?
It's in his biography, Bob.
What a load of crock.
So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents.
Yeah. Nice. Bears.
I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock.
Is that a good voice for that alarm clock?
Yes.
What is that infernal racket?
I think it's 8 p.m. Wait, I'm wrong clock. Sorry.
It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime.
Ugh, that startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second.
8 p.m.
Perfect. Sora said that's a perfect voice for Uncle Bear.
That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver! Let me get a charging cord so I can plug in the transceiver so it doesn't die.
Can you just pick it up already? That sounds annoying.
Hello? Hello? Hello, hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you're not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I've heard the news, so we'll see my present did you no good.
No, Missing Maya. Missing Maya.
Just you and me now, Kat. You, me, this constant beeping in my ear. One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time. Please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please, please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's all right. All right. Then a little. What's with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? Seems but cannot. Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me.
What happened?
On a night like this, I just want to go outside, run off, and never return, don't you?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. All of a sudden, it became nothing but static.
Yeah, Missing Maya. Missing Maya.
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. Do we have an electronics expert?
No idea.
It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Gee, tomato juice. I don't like it much.
I don't know either. My brain cells have left my body. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Kurita fought his assailant.
These glass shards.
They're probably from the glass vase Miss Andrews knocked over.
So Nicholas Cameron's costume was in here?
Yeah.
Can't believe Mr. Karina went so far just to say bad things about Mr. Ungard.
Well, it was a press conference, so he had to go in costume.
But Mr. Ungard and Karina were friends?
They weren't friends. They couldn't be friends because they were rivals.
So a rival is someone who is a strong enemy?
Pearls is really fired up over this. And I don't have an answer for her.
Keep pulling him.
I can. Looks like Mr. Kurita had dinner that night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
We had a lot of food at the awards show that night. But I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. T-bone steaks?
I don't really see a bone.
Right there. It's not a T-bone, no.
So this is a bed.
Yep. It's big, but it's a bed.
That Mr. Nick is so soft.
How easily children are entertained.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How would anybody carry all these bears back home?
That's literally what Phoenix says outside the room. Because he goes, it would be awfully hard for someone to carry all this home. So, I don't know. He's a star, so he probably has a lot of helpers and stuff.
Dang it. Okay, never mind. I thought I had these, but it went away.
I was wondering what you were doing.
But there are a lot of bears.
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah. I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's hard to bear with all these problems. Rawr. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Nothing.
So messy in here.
Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, please.
Okay. That over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
Oh, I know what a watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. It's a suitcase. There's so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do all stars pack too much stuff? Like Mr. Frida? Hard to say. Very hard to say.
There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator.
Well, the carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty.
Empty. It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. I guess he must have been a real health nut.
Ooh, there's a beet. Some ketchup and a bottle of strawberry jam. Strawberry jam too.
Maybe red was his favorite color.
I don't know, are beets red?
Beets, they're kind of a purple, but the juice is red.
Like maroon?
Yeah. The juice is red, though.
Should we risk it? Should we risk going into his room?
We literally can't.
Oh, huh.
March 22nd, Wright and Company Law Offices. Ours are red, pinkish. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it.
Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner.
That's nice. Thanks.
A rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can, that is.
I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat.
Oops. Looks like you don't have a can opener, pal.
You've got to be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up.
Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead.
Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about.
Did you know anything?
The transceiver.
Oh, Mr. Nick, we should ask Scruffy Detective about that thing.
The inside is pinkish. It's not a uniform color through the whole thing? Huh.
What thing?
Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden.
It broke, pal?
When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this.
I don't hear any static, pal.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it fixed itself?
That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise.
Maybe.
Maybe what?
Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal.
Electromagnetic interference? So what is electromagnetic interference?
It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal.
Oh, when you put it that way.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen, the stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right?
Huh? Computer?
It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. What's a
Oh,
TV?
yeah. The TV, it does do that. So that's what you're talking about.
So we were using the thing and something somewhere real close by was causing interference with the transceiver. She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this.
So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened, there's got to be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like a listening device or something. Ah,
Do you think we were tapped?
hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Karita's room. The scene of the murder.
What? That's it. I'm going to sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, pal?
No, wait, gumshoe.
Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah!
We should go. We should be going too, Mr. Nick.
All right, let's go.
I don't get it. What are we on to?
Well, he said that he said something in that room had to have been sending out a really strong radio wave,
So,
like a bug. Where were you when it happened? We were in the victim's room. Oh, so there's a bug in the victim's room? Yeah, I'm gonna go get a bug sweeper because that might be a really important clue. Because someone was listening in on what was going on.
so we were tapped, is what you were saying?
That's what it sounds like.
In a way.
In a way. Tapping is on a phone. Bug is when you put like a little listening device somewhere in the room. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Karita's hotel room.
Hey, you're finally here, pal.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you have the bug sweeper?
Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers.
What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item.
Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's.
Wow, so this is a bug sweeper?
Looks a little broken.
Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal.
Oh? By who?
Me, of course. Seeing this sure brings back memories.
That makes me feel very uncomfortable. And suddenly lose all hope to what
Hey,
the heck was making this bug.
don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up, but I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here.
Your heart and soul?
It'll work. Trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity. So it's gonna beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves.
But isn't it better that way?
Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal?
I'm getting that sinking feeling again.
Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal.
So we're going to find it, right?
Right, now, first let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough looky-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press the X button to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves, so let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal?
This thing?
Lamp, check. Listening device? Nope.
Ah, okay. So basically, literally,
Anything that has a lot of electricity going through
there
it.
are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick?
Yeah.
And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know it's wasteful? That's wasteful.
Yeah. I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry.
It's right here.
A cell phone. Nope, no bugs in here.
A cell phone?
What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is.
Sorry, I've never seen one.
Now that she mentions it. My cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Karain Village. And Pearls has never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one.
Wait, where did it go? It's over there. Ah, what a lovely bear. Ah!
Nah, this must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots.
It's a robot? It's a real robot?
Yeah, it's a real one.
Mr. Nick,
Yes?
how many horsepower is it? How many horsepower is it? How many horses?
Horsies? Well, look, it's a bear, so,
So where is it? I can't see it now.
Well, the phone is the most common place for a listening device, I'd say. But let's take the receiver part first, before we get ahead of ourselves here.
Ah, you know a lot about electronics, don't you, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. Putting them back together? Not so much. But I can take them apart, great. I'll leave the fixing part up to Gumshoe.
So, is there a listening device here? Yeah.
No. And I really thought it had to be in the phone, too.
There it is.
I don't really think the listening device is in the TV, of all places.
The TV looks like the TV was left on. And it's now showing an old samurai movie.
Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones.
You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English.
Yeah.
So I grow up, I want to study Japanese.
I should probably keep my mouth shut here, and not destroy her dream.
Let's go see. Our radio is on and playing something. Oh, it's Kids Question Corner.
Professor, why is the Earth round?
it, Mr. Wright? Mr. Nick?
Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? There's no listening device in that notebook computer. Huh.
What's a notebook computer?
Do you know what a notebook is?
Yes, it's a small book with paper and that you can write on. So,
Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop.
Mr. Nick, what's a laptop?
Green Purple Gaming says, "Hi, how did you download this?" It's on PlayStation. It's the TV's remote control, but it doesn't look like the listening device is in here.
So I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things, like, could I make you change your expression? Like TV channel? Snap.
Hey! But if I could, the people I would give the old mute button to. Well, I don't think it's going to work on me. Why don't we try it on Maya tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock.
What's wrong? Why do you have trouble?
I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It just, sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago.
So,
Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Dang, there goes my theory.
there's really a delicious little bread. Here, in here.
Looks like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder.
Who is it? Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective always says, gotta keep the trail of the crime scene warm.
I think the keep warm in that case is a little more metaphorical.
Where is it?
It's a plain old calculator.
Says 50 on it. Maybe he was calculating his allowance?
A whole 50 cents? Maybe if he was a spear medium.
What's this?
It's a small video camera. No listening device in this gizmo.
Everyone's trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately. Aren't they, Mr. Nick?
That's what it seems like.
But I want to grow bigger and bigger.
Well, eating only vegetables isn't going to help you there. You have to eat meat, too.
Yeah, like, it could be in somewhere we wouldn't expect.
I thought it was in the alarm clock.
This is a refrigerator, right?
I really don't think the listening device is in something like this.
Because it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetable juices, right?
Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with listening devices?
Oh, the water is in this hot... The water in this hot water pot has run out. I'll get more water for it.
Okay, sounds good. Looks like she's forgotten all about looking for the listening device.
What's it? Looks like a hot pot. It's a hot water pot, but...
Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out.
Really? This pot can do that? So, is there a pot that orange juice comes out of?
I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Sorry.
So, haven't you ever heard of a juicer? What's this?
No. I was trying to look at the thing on top of it.
You need to look very carefully.
Well, the listening device isn't in the air conditioner.
Dang, yuck, the air filter is covered with dust and dirt.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Nick, let's wash it.
I wonder if being a neat freak makes even the tiniest dust bunny look colossal.
What?
Oh, nothing. Lamp, check. Listening device, nope. What haven't we searched yet?
The bear.
The bear. Gotta be a little bit more specific.
The one on the couch.
You have to be a little bit more specific.
No, no, no. I meant on the armrest on the other side.
Oh, this one.
Check every inch.
That's what I'm doing. And here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think.
A dryer? Oh, if you use it next to a TV, it'll make the screen look weird, right? All weird, right?
I know where it is. Yeah,
Did Thor say that or you?
Sora.
Can you give us a hint then? Because we really don't know where it is. And then what happened? And then that happens. It's called electromagnetic interference, right?
Hey, good memory, Pearls.
I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. Can I have another bite?
Okay. We've searched everywhere. Aha! See, I went over this, didn't I? I searched the curtain, then I went like this. Hold on, she's chewing.
Okay. This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? This is the biggest one I've ever seen.
Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean.
No, they aren't yet. But this bear eyes is...
Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's take this big fella's eye out. See what we've got.
No, you can't. That's such a violent act.
Ooh,
No!
it's a miniature camera. It looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer.
A what emitter?
A transmitter, pal.
Oh. This is more of a high-tech... This is more of that high-tech stuff?
So this tiny thing is a camera.
Yup, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade video camera, mostly used in security systems.
So it's a video camera.
It runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set.
But there's no videotape in this camera.
This is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside it is somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
The footage is changed into radio waves, and then it's sent to that recorder.
So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? Isn't it?
Hey, you're right.
Spy camera, set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for 1 hour, was running at the time of the murder. So, in other words, whoever has that recording has video proof of who murdered. Transmitter. So, what is a transmitter?
It's a device that sends the footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal.
It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing.
Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it.
You can set it for a certain time?
Yup. Let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour.
8 p.m. That was the time the award ceremony ended.
There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I'd guess.
Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here?
I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder.
Then maybe...
Maybe this camera caught the murder on tape.
What?
And if you think about the angle the bear's at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal.
Transmitter. Changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmits the data.
So there was a camera in this bear's eye?
And it was disguised as a present.
And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind.
But who gave Mr. Carita this present?
I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night.
Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is?
It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out.
Oh.
Is there really no way to find out? The spy camera was set in its right eye, found in the victim's room.
I got it.
What?
Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to go around to the electronics shops and see if I can find out who bought this.
But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m.
Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal.
Spy camera and transmitter given to Detective Gumshoe.
Oh yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah!
That man has issues.
Well, remember, he got fired.
Yeah, I know.
So he's just like, yeah, I get to investigate again, pal.
What?
I get to investigate again, pal.
So wait, I thought you said ow.
No.
He's done.
Yeah.
So this copy detective sure is a nice man. Pushing himself so hard. It's all for Mystic Maya's sake.
It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? Ah! You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time.
Yeah.
I see. Thanks. Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her.
Right.
So there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal. Ah. You are one lucky man, right? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl?
I have no idea.
Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, and only a small number of these are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is.
Can you really that? Can you really do that? Mr. Nick, can he? Can you really?
Well, I guess so.
In a way.
It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now.
There's a thing called smaller bites. So yeah, thank you.
So Edgeworth is just going to drag this giant full-size bear out? I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. See you soon, Wright. Wait! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, Wright, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Carita? The real killer? Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, Wright. Everything begins with the truth. Juan Carita's real killer. Miss Andrews' past. The kidnapper whose sole condition was an acquittal for Mr. Ungard.
It's all gonna link up, everything.
And this card, Shelley the Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth.
We can still keep going.
What do you think, Sora? Will you make it to it? If we continue going? Hiccup?
Excuse you. So I thought that was a verb.
Nope. Still a little bit big.
Haha!
Haha.
Got in!
Nice. Yes, keep going. Okay. He's like, I can do this. Let's go. March 22nd, 9:14 p.m. Gatewater Hotel. Karita's hotel room. She's chewing. Hold on, give her a second. Oh, crunch. Past 9 p.m. Why, yes. For Sora, it happens to be 11:15.
Is a drink out of the question?
No? You got some Coke here.
Good, because I need it.
Jeez.
Excuse me.
Okay.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edwards has already found Mystic Maya.
These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
You're right.
So the real person who killed Mr. Corito was...
The assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client?
You mean to ask for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, they're still a killer.
Who could have Howard hired the assassin? Imagine if I just stuck with Howard. Who could have Howard the assassin? The assassin named Howard now? The assassin is my grandfather?
Right.
No, the assassin is Tony Stark's dad.
Right.
Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Madame Guard himself?
If Mr. Vanguard really did hire the assassin,
Then he's not innocent at all. Far from it, he would be guilty of the crime.
but it can't be Mr. Vanguard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him,
Mr. Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida?
Alright, just so we're clear, dude, I didn't kill anyone. And that includes Juan Corrida, okay?
I didn't see any Cyclops at that time. Actually, that reminds me.
did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting.
So what is this interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls?
Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he had lost the Grand Prix, she was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought. That's what he thought anyway. It looks like somehow Juan in his hands and Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career. It had destroy my acting career. It had been revealed. Is there a secret? So what is the secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Kurita was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. Ungard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Kurita silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Ungard. There's no way around it now. March 22nd, Gaywater Hotel.
When
Hallway.
is it gonna show up?
I don't know. Are we getting close to it, Sora?
Because I'm quite desperate. We can wait. No, I know. But we can wait for the train to catch up with him.
Oh, he'll tell us. He'll tell us when it
I
catches
know,
up.
but I'm getting confused. Because the question we asked for 20 minutes ago and it's, Yeah, I know. I know this was me. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
He's not saying anything yet. Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. Yes, I asked you that in the hotel room, Mr. Nick. I asked if it was past 9 p.m. already. Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of the secret Mr. Kurita had held about Mr. Ungard. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't the visiting hours over at the detention center?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. Sora, did you not hear her ask the question?
Sora, is he even awake?
I don't know, he might have fallen asleep. March 22nd, Gaywater Hotel, Viola room.
Wait for this.
Viola Hall.
Sora, wake up if you're asleep. We have a question that you didn't answer.
Sora, you hopeless sleepyhead. I knew I'd find you snoozing around here. Oh, hey! The chat just didn't want to scroll down. Did you say, Tony Stark, I watched Iron Man 3 today again for the 4th time? Heh, someday. I don't know. Maybe. Yes, I did. I said loads of stuff. Put on some glasses, old man. The chat just didn't want to scroll down.
But are we getting close to it?
I'm guessing that was the I don't know, maybe thing.
Also, Sheldon is the only one in this house who doesn't need glasses.
He says refresh. I've been talking for decades. Yeah, the chat just didn't, like, I literally have been looking at the chat, and the last thing that you said was, yes, keep going. And then, on a whim, I just tried scrolling down, and it's like, oh, hey, here you go. So, yeah, did you say Tony Stark? I watched Iron Man 3 today again for the 4th time. You said, oh, yes, the killer is Tony Stark's dad.
Yeah, because I said Howard instead of hired.
Well, I do know, but it wouldn't be a surprise, you know? Well, we just want to make sure that you don't miss it. We want to make sure that we're getting close so you can actually see it.
So we know what it is.
We'll find out what it is when we get to it, but... Hey, wait! What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo, so... Edgeworth. And he said, if you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Ugh. Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. This is absolutely top secret, so you had better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What's that?
It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? Don't bring up her name. But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Corrida. I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people.
Okay, now she's making this stuff up.
Spying on people by herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet it that it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair, those two. Refreshing as a spring breeze. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard.
That manager? Who are you talking about?
Old Bag is Maya's mom, I'm sure of it.
No, my mom was named Misty. And she disappeared.
You don't know, that manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impacts. Miss Andrews' mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl.
She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Corrida? Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? Yes, Misty Oldbag.
Her name was Wendy Old.
That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the...
Why was Miss Impact want to kill herself? She was going to get married.
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What?
I wonder who she's getting married to. I wonder who she's getting married to.
I don't know. Wendy Oldbag's just a nickname. It's a pseudonym. She's faking it. Her real name is Misty Faye.
Why do I have a hair on my chin?
Not by the hairs on your chinny chin chin.
There's no hair on your chinny chin chin.
There was something tickling it. And something still is tickling it.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
And what's tickling it?
Maybe you're finally growing in your beard.
I'm a girl.
Come on!
Sorry. But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right?
Keep going! She had to come to terms with the fact she's growing her beard. They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, one suddenly cancelled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines.
But why? Why did he do that?
Cat's growing a beard. That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after one called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself. How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
Just on a whim.
I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you.
She's clamming up like the old clam she is.
Okay, please, anything would be helpful.
Well then, how about I tell you my measurements? No, that's okay. Really.
She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick?
I know. Well, John Doe, the butler of On Guard Mansion. But for some reason I get the feeling we've met before. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel lobby. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. Guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. Looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Hey, we had to talk to Matt, right?
We can try, but I don't think we can.
March 22nd, Wright and Company Law Offices.
It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronic stores.
And I'll make some salad for him for dinner.
Looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe's doing for us.
Mr. Nick,
Yes?
where's the lettuce?
I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before.
I guess I was given making a salad then.
Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. March 22nd, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with Mr. On Guard tonight.
But isn't what we have to ask very important?
Yeah, but I don't think that matters to the guard. Okay.
Never mind. What I hear?
Maybe we can talk to John Doe. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Feels so tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened.
You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness.
A decisive witness? You mean for the On Guard case?
We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth.
What's Edgeworth up to now?
So who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, can't see any way to win here.
Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something.
He did?
Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go.
What?
I've already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content.
Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content? Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag.
Okay.
March 22nd, detention center, visitors
Well, that
room.
was easy.
Right? I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear?
Who do you think? Matt first?
Oh, of course. Dude, it's Mr. Wright. Hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so, too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying... Source says, ta-da. I don't know. That Juan Corrida was killed by an assassin, and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Ungard. What's wrong? Mr. Ungard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah. Heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews.
It looked like somehow one had in him a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Could you please fill me in on what the secret is, please? There they are. I knew this was coming.
Nick, just don't tell me.
Cyclops. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? Did you know about Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. Yeah, but I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corrida. Her mentor was Mr. Corrida's manager. And Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impax's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for pizza? My treat.
So, Mr. Nick, what is a pizza? Is it kind of pea? Like green peas?
Let's go eat one later, okay? Ugh, I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. Ungard, are you connected to Miss Impax's suicide in some way?
Maybe. Good idea, saving now. Because I feel like this is going to be a long one.
Well, it's 5.
Cyclops. I don't
Yeah.
think you can get any higher than that.
I don't know.
I don't think you can get any more than that. Imagine if one day we got someone with the deepest, darkest secret ever. Then there was like Cyclops on every inch of the screen.
Right? It was just a Cyclops over the whole screen.
Yeah,
Matt's secret. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corrida had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kurita, especially on that night.
Why do we only have 3 pips? So we're down to 3 pips. We're down 3 pips. But I thought we were at full health.
I guess not. Because it's still the same day. You, seriously? What?
What?
Seriously what, Sora? Yeah, we don't have the thing for it. So what, do we have to like move in and out? Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Adrian's.
Oh, it's you.
You seriously thought you could just up and ace this right now? Well, no. What we do is we when we get the Cyclops, we immediately throw the Magatama at them, so that we know what the first question we have to answer is.
Then we can answer, we can answer. We don't, we quit.
Exactly. That way we know, okay, we're looking for something that proves that he was keeping a close eye on Juan that night. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour. I'm surprised they let you keep your book. But there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight.
Me? I thought your client was there.
Sora doubts us. He's like, sure. Sure you didn't think you could just ace it right away. I mean, we got Kat on our team. And she just aces stuff out of nowhere.
By accident most of the time.
I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something.
And also, have you noticed that every time we're doing Cyclops in the middle of jail, it's like when it was Mia and Max Galactica,
Yes.
have you realized that I just absolutely swept them?
Uh-huh.
And they were both in jail. So okay, I had a little bit of faith that we could sweep a couple of them. Even with 5 locks.
She can't be clueless about this secret Mr. Kurita had on Mr. On Guard.
So yes, I admit it. So there. You happy now, Sora? I thought I could sweep it.
I'd like to ask you about Matt on Guard, if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? Real him, I mean.
You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? Maybe we got it backwards. Maybe she only joined... Maybe she only started working for On Guard to get close to him. Sora says, "Are you happy? I'm always happy, except when I'm hungry. And my God, am I hungry." Sora's hungry.
That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing.
About Miss Celeste Impacts.
I finally put her death behind me.
Badonk.
And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface.
I'm sorry.
Seems to me like she hung herself.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one to end her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back, and had to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? But why?
I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I had held never murderous intent towards one. I would never do something so stupid.
Suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why'd you try to frame Mr. Ungard?
That's simple. Because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there has to be another way.
The police are excellent at doing their jobs, so they'd figure it out, right?
Yes, they're so good at what they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real should find Celeste's death. It's dangerous.
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did what you did.
Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now?
Oh,
Her too?
only one.
The only one we could do this.
A Cyclock, huh?
We could probably do this one. Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer, to be honest. You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy.
You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're not my lawyer. Enemy.
But
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say, revenge.
just one, we could do this.
If we've got the right thing.
We should by now.
I mean, I don't know where else we could go.
Me neither.
Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ungard for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Ungard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt? And that's why? So what an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. This room will have such a great cliffhanger.
Nice.
There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge.
I don't know.
Let's see. Can't be these. Something or someone in her past. So it has to be something related to her past. And all these things are in the present. So the things that have to do with the past are Celeste killing herself, Adrian trying to kill herself, who else is connected to the past? Is there anyone connected to her past?
Only one.
Yeah? Who?
Celeste. Celeste.
There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide.
So what are you trying to say? So that's the Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who made suicide note was also Juan. So what does all of this have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ungard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impact's inner suicide.
Can you explain me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
This is the world's strongest psych lock. What is the relation between Celeste, who killed herself, and Matt Ungard?
Any ideas?
Apparently not. Sora's sighing. Relation between Celeste and Matt. No, of course not. Listen, I'm going by my theory, okay? Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? What connects them? Maybe it's... Maybe they were having a fling first? I don't know. I mean, that might explain why Juan would call off the marriage.
Why would Juan call off the marriage, though?
If he found out that she was cheating on him with his rival? Can you think of anything else?
Not really.
Okay. Then we'll
We only have
reload.
one pip left.
We'll reload.
I forgot what you left off there.
How is Matt related to the woman that died 2 years ago? Oh, but of course. It's this card found during the current crime. Again, listen, I'm going by my theory. And you're dead. Well, don't go by my theory. But I'm like 99% sure that my theory is right. Especially since she's saying she tried to frame him for revenge. I can't think of anything else, though. You'll never solve a psych lock if it isn't obvious. But to me it is obvious, and what else can we do?
Tried to kill her.
What?
Tried to kill her. Oh, okay.
It will just take longer and longer and longer. Well, we have talked to everyone, we have gone everywhere, we have looked at everything. What are we missing? Did someone give us a piece of evidence that we didn't immediately shove back in their face yet? Because I remember that's what we got stuck on last time. Was Edgeworth giving us a piece of paper that we needed to immediately take and go, thank you. Hey, tell us about this. No. No what? We missed something? We've got nothing to talk to her about. We've got nothing to talk to Matt about. But nothing's changed. Okay. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. They haven't even tried moving on. There was nothing. We walked in here. The chief said, hey, you can go talk to those people. And then we went and talked to them, and they told us absolutely nothing. And we had to walk back here. And, oh, hey, long time no see. I don't know who this is.
Neither do I.
Oh,
Oh,
Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Mr. Powers!
What happened? Why are you here?
Well, you see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
Yes, technically it's new because we talked to the people. Even though they didn't tell us anything, technically that is progression.
And now I'm going to testify in tomorrow's trial.
So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers?
I was talking with a detective until a little while ago. I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you're under arrest. And I was brought back here.
Oh.
They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious.
I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about?
I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me.
You saw something important? What was it?
Oh, well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said.
Who do you think that lawyer, the detective, was talking about?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me.
Yeah, you got it.
This is Nick. Just ignoring myself. There are only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright.
Getting psych locks is obvious progression as well, as you get a new goal shoved into your face. Ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I?
This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going.
What is he really like?
Well, let's see.
Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game, to justify himself.
What? How horrible. That's unforgivable.
Ow, sorry, didn't mean to offend you. Well, you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me.
One person who wouldn't swoon over him.
His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews.
Why is Mr. Power suddenly looking kind of energetic? Give us the gossip. Give us the gossip.
Oh, you know, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right?
A dazzling sort of image? But aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers?
No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen.
Well, that's true.
Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide?
You mean Miss Impacts?
We heard something about her wedding was canceled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead.
Mr. Powers is so charged up his skin is practically glowing with electricity.
Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it.
We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note.
Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note.
No. Really?
Something bad for Juan, that is.
Something bad for Mr. Kurita?
Why else would he hide the suicide note?
Duh.
Why do you figure so?
Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man.
A truly insidious man? Did she mean Mr. Kurita by that?
Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note.
I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There's still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything.
Mr. Nick, your phone.
Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it?
I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous.
Yeah, I know.
Hello?
We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office real soon.
What's wrong?
Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth,
Edgeworth?
Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. The end.
Hello? He got cut off. Best song. Well, not best song. Fun ringtone, but also not best ringtone.
So what's going on, Mr. Nick?
Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right away.
Then we should hurry back.
I'm scared to go back.
What are you talking about, Nick? Mr. Nick, pull yourself together.
Maybe it'll be good news.
Somehow, I doubt that. March 22nd. Wright and Company Law Offices.
What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go.
Wait, Edgeworth was here? Well, what happened?
We got him. We know who bought that spy camera.
Eh?
I'll gush over best ringtone once you get there. Okay, good. This quickly?
And this bear's what gave him away, pal.
You can't lie to me. That's missile from the side. Okay. Okay, I didn't think it deserved that kind of look, but alright.
What?
That's not a bear, that's missile from the side.
Called missile the dog. Isn't
Yes. Big missile.
it? Didn't know you were talking
The
about.
bear.
I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera.
But
Shh, Pearls. And go on. She's basically going, but wasn't it Mr. Edgeworth that shh? Just let him have his moment.
There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
Really soon, like wrap it up. Their last show was 7 for everything. Oh jeez. Staying open.
so who is it? So would be so rude to buy send that person in their room.
Madame Guard.
Huh?
Madame Guard. Your client, that's who, pal.
And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Aw, what, Sora? Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was...
I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is a credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match for the price of that stuffed bear.
A receipt? That's all you have?
Nah, it's not just the receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Ungard.
Oh, you have to wrap up soon? Can we get to the next save point?
I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Ungard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Ungard himself.
My sight is failing me. This can't be. Receipt for $3,800. Proof Ungard bought a stuffed bear identical to one in evidence. We're not gonna make... Will we make it to it? So what about the spy camera we found?
Oh, that was dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for you to file away into evidence.
Spy camera, transmitter, and stuffed bear.
I know you don't want to give up, pal.
I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Carita's room was Madame Guard. Depends. Depends on how dumb we are.
Wait. Why would Mr. On Guard do something like this?
I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Carita in one of their rendezvous.
I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera.
Are you going to see him? Mr. Ungard, I mean.
Yes.
I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next.
I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Madame Guard, what in the world have you done? To Madame Guard!
You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude.
I think it's time you told me the truth.
Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk.
No, you played close attention to Mr. Carita, especially on that night. That be the camera? Yes. Okay. Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Carita's room the night of the murder.
Secretly film? What?
And then sent the images the camera took with this transmitter.
Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden?
In the bear.
There.
The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan.
I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude?
Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corita was...
You.
Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You just pulled my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear.
Okay, all right, 13, please.
I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. Go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush. It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew, elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corita's room and filmed it in secret is...
We can try to tabloid.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Yup.
Knew it!
Adrian Andrews. There's a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Corita were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corita, you're going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer dude, that kind of scandal? That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy. Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Corita because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Corita's room was...
Do we know it?
My guess would be... to see the death.
We can try it.
Nope. If I really want to set up a spy camera, I wouldn't have set it up in Juan's room. It would be in your office, dude. Huh? My office? Well, dude, you're always saying really absurd things, right? It'd be like getting the Comedy Channel for free. I'm so close I can feel it. If you're done laughing, you didn't spy on Mr. Corita because of Miss Andrews. And there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Corita's room was... help us, Aura. Is it because of Celeste?
Why would it be because of Celeste?
Muffled spoiler noises. No, give us a hint. Don't spoil it. Hint. You already tried it at some point.
Oh, well.
What is this card?
Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelley the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you?
Shelley the Killer? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him?
If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. Thank you, Sora. No, Celeste has been dead for years. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Mad on Guard, I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're a hero of justice, you're his client, or you're a star.
Here's client.
Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelley the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Carita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Mad on Guard.
And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway.
Mr. On Guard, you really did hire...
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay?
Is this like a split personality kind of thing? Consult myself?
Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway.
About time for what?
I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Mad on Guard.
What?
What's he holding in his hand?
Like a glass of alcohol?
Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have.
You really... So you are Shelley the Killer's client?
You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
That's... You're lying. What a terrible...
Cat's like, what?
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera in?
A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian.
He knew about Miss Andrews' secret?
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins.
What?
Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding a sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me? How much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why...
That's why she put the camera in. That's why he put the camera in there. To make sure that he actually killed Juan. And so he'd have proof.
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right. That video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
There is a guard standing right behind him, correct? Okay. Just want to make sure.
Why did you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl?
Why would you kill Mr. Krita?
Because he was about to sling so much dung on my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they?
This is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Krita had been able to give it, then Mr. Unguard's secret would have...
Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Korea ended up dead.
You're satisfied, Sora? He wanted to... I guess this was it. Is this a good voice for him, too?
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, mad on guard.
Clearly it was.
Oh, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet.
How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Carita, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone.
Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room.
You killed Mr. Carita!
I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How's that sound? But you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya.
You wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution.
I'll get you for this.
That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer.
Maya, what am I supposed to do?
And now?
I think that's supposed to be...
See?
Now you finally found it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's Edgeworth. Okay. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Well, Wright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy.
No. We can't do that.
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer. You must find it on your own. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer, mad on guard, that man is really... It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? What exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Yeah. Just yelling. Well, that may be true, but that's because I've believed my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard and an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. You're wrong, Wright. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
That's...
You're a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You were so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless.
What?
I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story.
The transceiver.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My. What is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time.
Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Ungard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right.
Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client.
Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself.
I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is aftercare?
My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and is a part of an assassin's duty.
An assassin's duty?
We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you will do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name?
I believe I told you once before, however.
You did, but...
My name is DeKiller. Shelley DeKiller.
You're Shelley DeKiller?
Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a DeKiller, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain...
Maya!
It would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice, long nap.
Oh, no!
Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome.
I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission. Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat.
A cat?
It can't be. That cat. Can it?
Shoo. What is it?
I know where Shelley DeKiller is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for On Guard Mansion immediately. All right. You hurry over as well, then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun.
Yeah.
Imagine if we ended right there.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Well,
We're
Sora
not
said
gonna-
it would end on a good cliffhanger.
We're not at the next save point yet.
I don't know if we're going to make it to a save point.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, right. We have to go to the hotel. March 22nd, Unguard Mansion, living room. Maya!
Please answer us, Mystic Maya.
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. Can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer. He and Unguard were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time.
Check the door, check the door. There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick.
You won't make it. That's like 5 screen transitions away. Oh, jeez. I bet it's for the cat to use.
Oh yeah, you mean 2. Oh, there's a figurine buried here. Yay. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
A wooden bear-shaped figurine is covered in many thin cuts. You know what could cause cuts?
Oh, a cat.
Yeah, a bear. Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Kurita? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
Yeah, I'm sure that's for you.
Do you think that this came through that little door? This door. It's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. That's a good place to stop as we break in through the door. Cat's like, no! Ah, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Unguard's private lounge. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No.
Cat's like, no! Corey's like, yes! But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it.
We can go down the cellar.
We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. The little girl is looking for you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya.
How could she not be down here?
This looks like a picture of Miss Impacts. With love, Celeste.
This impact. You mean...
Yes, Mr. Kurita's former manager. Why would it...
Why would a picture of this impact be here in Mr. Unguard's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. Celeste photo. Found it at Unguard Mansion.
I think I know.
What's wrong, Pearls? What?
What?
You said you think you know.
Oh. That's the next question. The next... So please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back, there's something written on the back. There's a frame. Maya. She's Mystic Maya. She left us a message. Left us a message.
See? Obvious relation. That's what we needed. We needed this to prove a relationship between Matt Unguard and Celeste impacts. The relation is, hey, we found her picture in his house.
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get unguarded guilty verdicts then. Okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever. I'm fine. So you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. Think what?
I got to talk to you guys later. I didn't hit a button.
I guess I'll talk to you guys later. That's right. No! Missing Maya!
Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes. As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Miss Andrews' psych lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow to blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. March 22nd, detention center, visitor's room. How's that for a cliffhanger? You got a little bit of closure. We found out that Maya's not there.
Which I don't like.
Well, it just means that he escaped.
Which I also don't like.
Right?
It's like, how did he get out of there that quickly? I mean...
I'm guessing that as soon as Shu meowed on the transmission, he went, he's going to recognize that. Okay, pack up. Let's go.
Yeah, but how did he pack up and get out of there so quickly?
All he had to do was grab the tape and Maya. And they were all the way over at the police station. He just had to go grab Maya, the tape, and then leave the house before they got to the house. That's it. Guess it was just 4 screen transitions. You get to the save point after doing this. Okay, we'll do it fast.
What's wrong? You look ill.
Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock.
Psych lock?
I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret.
Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. I think we can do this.
Well, we're running out of time. Okay. Someone in her past that she wants to get revenge for. Celeste. What was the relation?
The picture.
This. My phone falling. This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impacts' handwriting, isn't it?
Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this in Mr. Ungard's mansion.
As soon as he's done eating a stem.
And after all this... Oh,
And that's all the time.
Like the
My last
second
remaining
he finished
secret has been revealed.
Ours are eating all the good parts, and she's like, yeah.
See, we could do that quickly. I knew that.
Whatever.
I knew that we could.
It's all good.
Celeste. She was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Korea didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. Because of Matt Ungard? Because of Mr. Ungard? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going.
Celeste. She was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time.
Aww.
I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together.
So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture.
They were a couple, weren't they?
Oh my god, they were roommates.
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is.
Wrapping up.
A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seems really happy with him. Even happier when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning on getting married. To get married. Then it was suddenly called off. The night Juan called off their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was
Sorry. It was revenge for Celeste and myself.
for Celeste and myself.
Yeah. I hit the button too quick. That's you. Okay. I'm like, why are you looking at me?
I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see. So that's what happened.
But then why did Mr. Korea have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for it. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Miss Impact. That wasn't the end of it.
Of course it wasn't.
That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste had left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds. And so that she would never again be hurt by Matt. She chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, she hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing, like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge. Where's that word again?
Juan wanted to publicity.
Publicly.
Disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their games. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I had thought the murderer was Matt. Those two are always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's notes, suicide note. I wanted to destroy her before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note. And that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cool revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. That's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to tell that man?
I'm a lawyer.
I see. Well, full profession.
Foul.
Foul profession. That's a...
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation, or with what I know now. To be continued. How's that for cliffhanger?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Stop stretching. Okay. Yay, safe, bye. Says Sora.
Okay, sleep well.
Cat will not rest until Friday. Right? Are you gonna do an outro, or?
Okay, so yes. That's it for today, guys, and I hope we see you for some more Phoenix Wright. And like how we're gonna do this? Like, are we gonna defend him? Are we not gonna defend him? You know what I mean?
Now she has all the cliffhangers but combined. How horrible. I just played this case until 4 a.m. Straight
Okay.
through. I'm tired. I bet. It's way past Sora's bedtime. But also hungry.
So yes, we hope to see you for some more. All of you. And we'll see you there for more Phoenix Wright. So, bye guys!
Farewell.